Hey guys, Mrs.Roopa here, and we are about to start a brand new week of lessons. And this week, we are going to be stomping into the world of dinosaurs. And this is a very, very exciting week that we're going to be jumping into. So today, we're going to kick off our study by learning about just what exactly is a dinosaur. Dinosaurs may have all looked different, but there are 5 characteristics that they kind of all shared together, and that is what we're going to look at today. Okay, so dinosaurs were a special group of animals that kind of roamed the earth a long, long time ago. And we have learned about dinosaurs through the fossils that they have left behind. So these fossil remains suggest actually a very interesting fact here that dinosaurs were a close relative to ancient and modern day birds. And we learn about fossils through scientific studies from paleontologists. So if you are a paleontologist, you go out on digs and hunts and look for these fossil remains. And so that is a very cool field of study to go into, paleontology. Okay, there's a lot to learn. So let's jump in to the 5 characteristics that I mentioned above. So these are things that all dinosaurs kind of have as the same. So the first one is that all dinosaurs lived during a period of time called the Mesozoic era. And that was about 65 million years ago. So something that's really cool about this era is that dinosaurs lived during this era, yes, but not all animals that lived during the Mesozoic era were dinosaurs. So you had your dinosaurs, but you also had some very cool mammals, other mammals that live there, reptiles, other amphibians, and other insects. So I challenge you guys to go through and see if you can research and find what are some other animals that lived during the Mesozoic era other than dinosaurs, okay? Fact number 2 that I wanted to share is that all dinosaurs actually lived on land. So some dinosaurs might have had the capability to wade or paddle through the water, but they never lived in the rivers, oceans, and streams that were there during the Mesozoic era. So dinosaurs like the Mosasaurus or the Plesiosaurus weren't dinosaurs, but they were just gigantic reptiles that lived in the water and lived during that time because just like we said, there were other things that lived during the Mesozoic era, okay? Number 3, all dinosaurs were actually vertebrates. So you have those 2 categories, invertebrates and vertebrates. Vertebrates are animals that have a backbone, that have a spine, and so all dinosaurs were vertebrates. Invertebrates do not have that backbone, okay? Number 4, all dinosaurs, they walked with their legs positioned directly underneath their bodies. So if we think about modern day reptiles, they kind of have a wider stance, so their legs kind of go out like this. Dinosaurs were positioned directly underneath them. Again, another bird fact, just like a bird's legs. And this allowed them to adapt to their surroundings quite well. So the fact that they were good runners and hunters it was pretty much because of the way that their legs were positioned. And also, that is how they were able to survive so long and able to hunt the way that they did. They were excellent runners and excellent walkers, okay? So those legs were positioned directly underneath their bodies. And the last fact that I wanted to share with you is that they were called diapsids. That word diapsid means that there were 2 extra holes located in their skull. So if you take a minute and feel the side of your head, you are going to find that you have 2 holes. Don't push down very hard. Just kind of gently rub the side of your skull. Those 2 holes in your skull are called your temples. So at that time, dinosaurs actually had temples as well, but they had 2 holes located behind their eyes called diapsids, and that was something very specific to dinosaurs, okay? Located behind the eyes. So the 2 holes that a diapsid dinosaur has is called the fenestrae, And scientists, they have two different theories about why dinosaurs actually had these two holes. So the first thing is that the jaw muscles led straight up to those two holes. And so that kind of regulated the way that the jaw moved. And that's pretty important when you're a carnivorous dinosaur, to have that powerful jaw. The other theory says that it really has nothing to do with the muscles in the jaw, but that it helps regulate the temperature and allowing the brain to become cooler when it needs to be. So those are the two theories that scientists kind of think. One, it's attached to the muscles of the jaw, and two, it's actually helpful for regulating temperatures within the skull. So let's go back over those 5 characteristics that all dinosaurs shared very quickly. All dinosaurs lived during the Mesozoic era, 65 million years ago. Were all the animals that lived during that era dinosaurs? No. There were other animals, other reptiles, other amphibians during that era. All dinosaurs lived on land. Some had the capability to go in the water, but those were not dinosaurs. They were just giant reptiles. Number 3, they had that backbone. They were vertebrates. Number 4, their legs were positioned underneath them, kind of like a bird. And number 5, they had those extra holes in their skull located behind the eyes called a diapsid. So, guys, I hope that you will follow along with me this week as we kind of explore this era of dinosaurs and learn as much as we can about these creatures that lived so long ago on our planet. And I hope that you will take a minute and like, share, and subscribe this video. And I can't wait to jump into this study with you guys.